one of my favorite snacks, French fry sandwiches on white bread. Bad sugars and starches are the bomb.
Meg's feet are gone, rotted. I have a gift for knowing when something bad happens to someone's legs. Kind of like a shining.
How you doing, Doc?
Oh, you were thirsty, weren't you? Good girl. No, good boy. You're a boy car.
Yeah, that's weird. Stop that.
Stop what?
The way you're touching, feeding, and talking to your car.
His name is Mark McGrath.
What's happened to you?
I don't know. All I know is I love this Hummer. God, the power. I deserved a sweet ride for a little while. It felt so good. People turned their heads when I pulled into Hooters, Lids, GNC. It's not fair!
How much creatine?
I've been doing a lot of creatine.
All set. You can probably get another 130,000 miles out of this thing.
Well, let's see. I drive about 4,000 a year, so when this car goes, I'll be...
Dead for 18 years.
Let me just say goodbye to the Hummer. I'll miss you, Mark McGrath. I'll miss scaring the hell out of homeless people with your cruise ship-grade air horn. I'll miss catching the eye of women smoking outside of government buildings. But mostly, I'll miss driving a military vehicle 45 miles an hour through a school zone to get Crest white strips.
The back side of this car is all wrecked. Who fixed this thing, your wife?
No, she can't fix a car.
That's my point.
She passed away last month. She was addicted to pancresta, so she didn't so much pass away as elevate to a higher level of consciousness. Just turned into a smiling beam of light right before my eyes. She told me to be at peace, and I was.
I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about this pancresta.
Sorry, Mr. Griffin, I don't know what happened. Looks like you got the Hummer for another couple of days at least.
Stewie, why did you do it?
You were having so much fun, Bri. Besides, the Earth is on fire. One dog driving a Prius won't fix that.
Where to?
Let's do donuts on Mark Ruffalo's lawn.
Yeah! Woo! Come on, you guys, knock it off!
Hey, why don't you turn into the Hulk? Oh, right, you're just a Hollywood sissy.
I'm calling the cops.
Oh, you hear that, Brian? Hulk's calling the cops.
Turns out old Mark really was the Hulk. And Brian and Stewie got tossed clear up to New Hampshire. I'm Sam Elliott. This concludes your B story.
Look at them all out there, Meg. They're all here because of you.
Hi, Meg. It's your friends Patty, Ruth, and Esther. If anyone remembered what we look like, it would be shocking how fat we are. You've inspired us to gain all this weight, and we just wanted to say thanks.
Dad, I can't do this. All my friends are fat because of me. I don't want them to lose their feet, too. Everybody needs their feet.
Feet. Those little weirdos on the end of your legs. I used mine to mosey on over to the A story.
I'm going out there to warn everybody about the dangers of unhealthy eating.
Meg, I am so high on pancresta right now, I don't care what you say. 3 dimensions? No. 6 dimensions. Be at peace, Meg. Be at peace. Phone. Forgot my phone.
We love you, Meg! Eat something gross!
I was gonna take you to prom as part of a cruel bet, but I'm fat now, too!
Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you guys about something important. Being healthy. I'm still Refrigerator Meg! But from here on, my fridge will be full of fruits, vegetables, and lean meats! Yo, yo, yo!
Bring back the fridge! Bring back the fridge! Bring back the fridge! Bring back the fridge!
What's going on, guys? I'm Corey from Corey's World. Did you hear that all the Jewish kids stayed home from school that day?
Is everyone okay, Principal Shepard?
Mostly. We only had one fatality. An old janitor was crushed under the bleachers.
Huh. Has anyone claimed his feet?
Yeah, and has anyone claimed his mop?
Good news. The feet transplant was a success.
So, good news all around. Well, I'm glad everything's back to normal.
No, it isn't! Meg got the dead janitor's feet, Brian and Stewie got thrown into New Hampshire by the Hulk, and you're a beam of light!
I have the Shining now.
And Chris has the Shining now!
Lois, just do a line of Pank.
Roadhouse!
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse is a movie I was in.
Hi there, it's me, Peter. You know, when it comes to making dreams come alive, there used to be nothing like the movies. So we thought it would be fun to ask a few visionary Hollywood directors to create let's be honest, his own unique version of the same Family Guy story, Peter Gets Fired. Of the countless directors we contacted, 3 did not say no immediately, and I got a weird message from Paul Verhoeven that I could not understand.
Ah, Piotr, haben Sie Wärmhoven? Kibbens mir comfortable. Stop.
I've listened to that over 100 times now. I got nothing. Anyway, here's our first director, Quentin Tarantino.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry.
What's in your lunch?
Pizza.
From home or from a place?
A place.
Believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes.
Griffin, you're 3 hours late.
Stop trying to be a clock. You ain't got the face for it.
I've had enough of your nonsense. Here's Christoph Waltz to fire you in a weird accent.
You're fired?
It's a cliche. You think you can fire me? I'm taking this keg as payback. Cinema is an event. Where's my family?
Dead. All of them.
Oh my God! Where am I? What happened?
Oof, coma breath.
Coma? How long was I out? What year is this?
It's whatever year Quentin Tarantino used to watch television.
Well, can I go home?
Well, you're not really ready, but if it's for revenge, you can stab me with this scalpel and then run out.
Thanks.
Oh, that was unnecessary but cool. So awesome.
So close. No, this is better.
Somebody order a wet-haired black guy to help with your revenge and sometimes speak louder than necessary?
Angela, we got business. Sorry, that's my car alarm. Cleveland, turn that off!
I'm pressing the button.
You gotta put the keys in the ignition.
I've been doing that, but oh, there we go.
Trisha Takanawa, 88.
Peter, I'm standing here because I am the only Asian recurring character on the series. Peter, you can tell I'm different because my weapon is different.
Oh, well then maybe I won't be able to chop your head off. Oh, yep.
La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di...
Opera music makes violence classy. Of course. That.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's new, pussycat?
Welcome back to our special episode featuring famous directors' versions of the same Family Guy story, Peter Gets Fired. I'm still here in front of the Hollywood sign, but I've asked the cameraman to adjust the shot so that you can only see wood. I thought that would be hilarious. You know why? Because they're boners. Anyway, our next director is Wes Anderson, a guy who makes you feel like you ate a pot brownie and woke up in a greeting card. Yum, 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 yum.
Near our village in central Cahokia. Needless to say, it would change our lives forever.
What does it say? I can't read spaghetti.
You're relieved of your position.
I see. And what's to happen to my play? The opening is only days away.
The play's off.
With no discernible reaction, my father made his way home to deliver the news to my mother. Let me tell you about my house. We lived in a New England cottage that was inside a vintage army tent, that was inside a decommissioned submarine, that was all inside an old airplane hangar.
I've lost my position with the Pawtucket Brothers Brewery Company, and the play is off.
We have to inform the children.
My brother Chris had spent his life conjoining his twin loves, medicine and escape artistry.
Eureka! A possible cure!
Do you want to do a Spider-Man kiss?
Our dog Brian had been making a name for himself on the pickleball court.
And that's match for Gene Porterfield.
Are those marking sole shoes? I'd like to officially file a grievance.
Brian had quietly become the most successful grievance filer in league history.
I'll be there right away.
The exterior of our house is a lighthouse now. Inside's the same. Okay, back to the story.
I've summoned you all and arranged you in a perfectly symmetrical form in front of me to tell you some important news. I've been relieved of my position at the brewery.
What of the play?
The play is postponed indefinitely.
No, Mr. Griffin. You need to do this play. We'll help you.
But I've lost access to the brewery. That's where the whole piece is set.
Maybe it doesn't have to be.
But that's where the free tape and paper is.
I'll buy you new tape and paper.
The play is back on.
On an overcast Thursday afternoon, my father presented his play, one of the most compelling stories of the 1980s, Max Dugan Returns.
Max, you've returned!
I have. This took a lot of work.
My father passed away in the spring of his 43rd year and was put to rest in the family graveyard. He died chasing a Pokemon across a busy street.
Hey there, it's me again. Wouldn't it be great if Wes Anderson's movies were actually that short? Anyway, the Hollywood sign is more historic than you think. On this very spot, 52 years ago, a piece of beef jerky was planted in the ground and watered with Red Bull. A speedboat erupted from the soil, and in that speedboat was Michael Bay. This already doesn't make sense.
You're fired, Griffin, for destroying company property.
Tell it to my tongue.
Mr. President, we have a situation. The Decepticons plan to destroy the 7 wonders of the world, starting with the Hagia Sophia.
The what? Is that even one of the 7 wonders?
The Decepticons have only one weakness. They're allergic to beer.
I don't like the taste either so much.
That chest plate is where they're most vulnerable. If we could find someone strong enough to throw a keg with enough force, we might have a shot.
The only problem is there's not a man alive who can throw a keg with that kind of force.
There may be one.
I wonder who it is.
Our top story, stopping the Decepticons with beer? According to our sources, the search is underway for a man strong enough to throw a keg with enough force to save the 7 wonders of the world.
What took you so long?
There was a train, and I like to count the cars. It was a big one.
Me too, that is fun. But you're wasting your time coming here. I don't throw kegs anymore.
Who's this?
What are you wearing? That's my funeral shirt.
Look, Peter, I didn't want to ask you to do this because of that maverick but awesome thing you did in the battle war of the past.
Is this the stuff you didn't want me to ask you about?
I told you not to ask me about that.
He went rogue and saved everyone's lives, but he didn't do it by the book.
Is that why he can't get an erection?
Everyone stop talking about me!
Listen, it's not me that's asking. It's America.
Tell America my answer is no. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go change my mind in the shower. Hold on! Damn it, I'm in. But I do things my way and I pick my crew.
Deal. Now let me sit sideways on your motorcycle like a Vietnamese woman, and let's get out of here.
Still trying to put the world back together, I see.
Hello, Peter. We're not joining your team.
I'm putting together a team.
We're in.
Good. Let's shake hands like tough guys. Some of your sweat went in my mouth.
Oh, hello, Peter. I was just out back working in the garden.
Oh, yeah? Trying to